Take us through the moment on the game winner.
We drew up the play and the timeout. Leo to come set the step-up screen. By the time I got to half court, it was about 7 seconds. I feel like I just made the right read. I was opening up the screen and just made the big shot, stayed poised. Shout out to my teammates and coaches who trusted me and believed in me to giving me the ball at the end.
Kahliel, 17 points tonight, 11 rebounds. Can you talk about how you just felt tonight overall?
I felt good, man. Got a little banged up throughout the game, but just going into the game was exciting. In my 3 years here, this is our first home playoff game. Student section came out and showed a lot of love. And just the Colonial fan base showed a lot of love. So it gave us a lot of a boost. It just made it even more fun to play today. So it felt great out there.
Mike made a couple of big shots in the second half. Let's talk about your role on this team this year.
My role has just been to lead and to provide whatever isn't being provided on the court at the time. So if we need scoring, then that's what I'm there to do. If we need facilitating, then we have players like Josh Corbin, Cheeks, Kahliel scoring the ball, and my job is to make it easier for them to facilitate.
You comfortable coming off the bench a lot of times?
Yeah, I'm comfortable. It's a big role for me, and the team needed me to do it for us to be as best as we can be in.
Kahliel, Mike, final home game for you guys. Overall, what has this program meant for you and your time at Robert Morris and just the overall community aspect?
It's meant a lot. Just my story, man. First 2 years, not much opportunity. Entering the portal, didn't know where my looks would be, and just having the coaches trust me. I told them this on senior night was everything. It's what's allowed me to grow and just continue to stay positive in my journey. And I think that it's just translated into our team's success this year as well. I don't know if what the track was from my first year to second year here, but it's obvious the jump that we made from last season with now 11 wins in conference, and we're trying to finish with 14. So we got 3 more to go, and there's nothing's done yet. Like I said, I'm happy with my time here, but there's still more to go.
You beat the best team, you lose to the worst team record-wise. What is it about this team, and maybe it goes through a player's mind when you play somebody that doesn't have a good record?
I don't think it had anything to do with us as a team. I don't like to make excuses either, so I'm not going to say what attributed to it, but I think we showed today that the loss the other day was not characteristic of us.
Same team within the last 5 days. Obviously in the playoffs, different feel to it. Were there things you took from the game last Thursday that you knew they were going to bring tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely. Me personally, I knew that if I got going earlier in the game, they were going to start trying to double team me. So that's just always in the back of my mind. But also just defensively, we didn't play as well in the second half as we did in the first. But in the first half, we were so sharp because, like you said, we played them just less than a week ago, and we had the same scout. So we knew a lot of their sets, and it allowed us to be able to be a little bit more predictive. And I think that's what helped us come up with some big stops in the first half and the second half as well. We needed them.
Cheeks fouled out with a few minutes left to go in the game. When he subs out as the facilitator, do you guys tighten up on offense and defense?
What do you mean by tighten up?
Like, do you play like a different style of basketball with him off the court compared to on the court? Or,
I mean,
when Michael comes in, does he just bring the same sort of characteristics that Cheeks would bring?
I would say there's a difference just because Enoch and Mike are different players, but I wouldn't say that if there's a drop off. That I would not say that at all. I just think that maybe the style changes a little bit more because whereas E is getting downhill a lot and finishing, some of those same drives where Mike could finish, he's looking to make that extraordinary pass that only Mike is seeing on the court. So, I wouldn't say that there's a drop off, but I would definitely say that you could tell a little bit of a change in style. But I think that those two, when we switch those groups out with those two leading on the court, it helps us keep the other team's defense off balance.
Kahliel, what is that you brought in with you, that Horizon League block there?
Yeah, this is our brick, man. Got to get 3 more of these. We've been stacking these all season. So in the locker room, we got one for every win we have, and it's the color of the university that we beat with their logo on it. So we got 10 bricks. We wanted to make it 11 after Thursday's game. We didn't, but we made it right now. So we got 11 bricks.
It just symbolizes brick by brick.
Yep, that's. Go ahead. Yeah, so basically the mantra that Coach preached to us, going into conference play was that you got to lay a solid foundation. So beginning of the conference, there was no bricks, and he was preaching the only way you can build a house is if you work on building a solid foundation. So, you know, like Mike said, we're just working on going brick by brick, and we've just been stacking them, and then after every game, we get to see that wall grow. It's just something good to look at.
Thursday now versus Cleveland State, does your mind maybe drift a little bit in advance, or does it let you soak in tonight and then tomorrow morning you're right back out?
Oh, no, short-term memory, you know. Ultimately, we had to play today, but our goal initially was a bye, so we didn't even want to play today. But we got the job done. We did what we have to, and we know that we play again in 2 days. So there's not really any time for us to rejoice over this win. You know, we did that in the locker room. Got to get some recovery, be ready to come back in tomorrow, have good practice, and get on the road to Cleveland State, because BMG and E already know that's how our season ended last year. Neither of us are trying to have that same feeling this year.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, y'all.